Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm with the lovely Jordan.
Hello, everyone.
We're going to do a 3 card reading for you. General, it's current situation, obstacle advice. I've already cleansed my table, shuffled, going to cut it right in front of you. And I'll be clarifying for you today. And Jordan will be the one to take you on the journey. All right, so here we go.
Hi, everybody. I'm going to start off by drawing an overall energy card from the Wisdom of the Oracle, and we get flexible. Okay. So, in this situation, it may require you to have some flexibility in the way you think, or the way you operate, or the way you usually do things. We'll see more as we get into the reading, but flexibility definitely has a Gemini component to it as well. It's all about remaining curious and flexible. So, let's see what we get. I'm gonna switch over here to, you know what? I'm feeling the light seer on this one. So let's take a look at your current situation from the light seer. What do you have for whoever's resonating? Astrology isn't important in this reading, you guys. You could be anybody, any sign. However, it resonates. 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Earth energy. The current situation has you in a state of feeling very secure and very abundant. It's a commitment energy as well. So we'll see as Gary clarifies that will help us a lot. But the 10 of Pentacles in your current situation could be a work, it could be a home, a relationship.
And I like that too. I mean, again, let's talk about the 10 of Pentacles. You've arrived. Now, here's the great part. Every time you get to the 10 of Pentacles, expect an Ace of Pentacles next. It's another, again, this could be, oh, now we can do a garage, or we're going to get a pool next. So that's what I get if you wanted to talk about pentacle based things. But we're going to ask the universe, help us with this current situation, 10 of Pentacles. And interesting enough, we have another 10, and that's the 10 of Wands. Beautiful. Yep. So in your current situation now, you're either resting for your next big push or you're just about to let this stuff go. Now, a lot of people in this card always think that this person's about to give up. I don't know. I don't sense that with you. Not with the 10 of Pentacles. You're not giving up. You're pushing through. So what I think you're going to do is lay down all this old thicket, all this old weighted thicket, and you're going to a new one, Ace of Pentacle, and two, Ace of Fire. That's what I get there. So your current situation is clear for takeoff. I'm calling it.
Okay, let's take a look at the obstacle then, because I mean, the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands means you've achieved something. You've kind of reached the pinnacle of a certain point in your life. And now, as Gary said, it's time to begin again on a new adventure. Could be why the flexible card is coming in as well. But let's take a look at what the obstacles are in this situation for you. I
Jordan,
mean,
that was
what
an
I'm,
excellent. That was excellent what you just said there, being flexible on this new thing. That was very brilliant. I want people to hold on to that.
thank you, Gary. Okay, let's see what the obstacles are in this situation. What are the obstacles? The 9 of Pentacles. Wow. So, okay, here's what I'm getting. It could be that the situation that you've set up in your life hasn't actually allowed a lot of flexibility. The 10 of Pentacles doesn't. It's a very stable, secure, but ultimately fixed energy, as is the 10 of Wands. And that kind of fixed energy might be creating a burden for you. In other words, you might be hanging out in the tens too long. And as a challenge for you is to operate outside the scope of that, to rely on your own autonomy, your own ability to create and build things. That's where the flexibility comes in as well, because it's going from being, you're like a solo operator at this point. And that's in a challenge position. So let's see what you got to clarify that, Gary.
Well, one thing I wanted to point out, and this is what I sensed. Okay, so you have two tens here. Now you're challenged with the nine. Well, that's telling us, okay, you have obtained it. But what I get with this 10 of wands here is when you start obtaining and you're at the tens and you're completing things and they're working for you, you lose your passion for it. And that's what I'm getting with the obstacle here. You could very well have lost your passion because sometimes when you win too many games, The game's not fun anymore. A lot of people like the fact. So let's see about this. Yeah, exactly. So here we go. We have the nine of pentacles. You have obtained it, sharing it. Um, Obstacle. Universe, tell us the death. That's it. I'm calling it. I'm calling it on it. Yep. So again, these things have become mundane. They're great. Don't they're great, but you need the transformation from the change. You need a new change. We're going to go with this Ten of Wands here. That person now has not taken a rest. Now tired of the same old thing. Again, what once was a passion now is a burden. This is where we have with the death card here. It's time for it's just time to smell a new rose. And that's what I get in the obstacle. What do you think, Jay?
I'm thinking a lot of things, a lot of messages are coming through right now. Just give me 1 second with that. Because what I'm getting is for some of you who are resonating with this, it might be that you've created like maybe you're in a very prosperous job or you're at a very secure workplace environment and you're used to creating within a group. You're used to relying on a company or structural organization to be a part of that for you. And if with that death and transformation card to the Nine of Pentacles in the challenge, if you become a solo operator, there could be some fear around that idea, which is why you're being asked to be more mentally flexible. By the way, 10 and 9 equals 19 is the number of the flexibility card. So, for some of you, this could be leaving an established workplace to venture out on your own and try to create something new. It could be leaving a family environment with the Ten of Wands that actually is oppressing your ability to move forward in a prosperous way. There's like, I'm getting that this group environment is what is actually causing you that feeling of burden and preventing your new cycle to begin. So with the challenges, death and transformation, Nine of Pentacles, going out on your own. And that's where the flexibility comes in.
Like this with the Ten of Wands on my card, you see this little doggy, this little companion. I want you to think about that. That really does work well with what Jordan was saying. It's amazing.
Yeah, because the 10 of Pentacles is a beautiful card, but it can also be very confining. That which you own owns you kind of energy. So you might be feeling, like I said, held down by the need to operate within a group. And it's time for you to venture out on your own. But let's see what the advice is for you in this situation.
Also,
We're
too,
dealing
Jordan, it's
with,
also completion. So the world, the universe, once things are completed, something new has to start again,
yeah.
aka working your flexibility.
Exactly. Be in collaboration with the universe, not with those structures that are preventing your new beginning. In other words, stepping out of that controlling energy and allowing the flexibility of collaboration with the universe. In a position of what your advice is, justice. Okay, Libra's major arcana, but also on the bottom of the deck, we have the death and transformation card right there. So basically, the advice is to allow something to come to an end, to allow it to transform into something that's ultimately going to bring you more balance and more of what you deserve. Libra energy is all about harmony and keeping your energy in balance. Well, this 10 of Pentacles is and 10 of Wands is preventing that from happening. That's why death is showing up with justice. The advice is to let it go, let it end, and step into your solo energy here.
To maintain your tens, it takes a lot of work. You get off balance. It could be that you're overworking and not giving enough time to your personal health. It could be that too, to maintain things like that. So
Very true. Yeah.
that's what I'm getting there with the justice. It's like keep balance because being at 10 all the time, it will really kind of overwork you if you know what I mean. So universe, let us clarify with the justice card here. We want to know more about it, because this is the advice you're giving us, and we want to make sure that whoever is watching understands that We only have their best interest in mind. All right, here we go. Chariot. Yeah, I'm definitely sticking with this one. So here you go, the chariot. Now, there was a collaboration we talked about earlier. Two horses that their heads are not facing in the same direction can't go straight. So you're going left and right. There's disorientation. You're basically stuck. That's where you are with the tens too if you don't move forward. So what I'm saying is, if you don't go to your next position, death and transformation, and the chariot's wanting to move, you're in a quagmire. You're just stuck there, just maintaining the 10, where that's heavy, man. The tens are heavy, ones aren't. Get what I mean? 10 heavy, one light. And again, I want to use that in correlation to the justice. That's what I'm saying. So that's what I get with the chariot, and its energy that's moving. Tens need to move to the one, and that's what I got there. What do you think?
I actually think there is one more in the deck. Do you mind drawing another clarifier from your deck on the chariot, please? I can feel
Absolutely.
something in the energy. It's hovering there.
You got it. Universe. Jordan wants to get another card. What do we have here? We're asking you to clarify with the chariot, which is 7. And I want to point that out. It takes courage to do that. And now we have advancement with the 8 of Pentacles.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So, with that, with the 8s, there's always advancement. And again, we're pushing things through. That's what we have here. Also, too, uh, you need to maybe do some research on your next move. Research where you're going. Research something like that. I'm sensing that. What do you think?
I think it's amazing how the energy is dropping down as the reading progresses. We started with that 10 of Pentacles to the 9, and now we have the 8. So, really, what's being said to me once again, though, this has a lot to do with creating something for yourself, separate from a group. Again, it could be a work environment. You might be striking out as an entrepreneur. This could be a family environment. You might be wanting to pour more of your time, energy, and effort into what you're creating for your future with the chariot and leaving behind the things that cause you to have to maintain them all the time. That's the thing with the 10 of Pentacles. It requires constant maintenance. You don't get that kind of abundance and then it just stays there. So there's, again, a real sense of needing to move towards what brings you balance and harmony. And it isn't 10 of Wands, that's for sure. So the 8 of Pentacles clarifying the chariot means move towards the work you want to do, putting in the effort yourself.
Towards the work. See, look at this person. He's by himself at night in his own little study. He's doing things he wants to do. He
Yeah.
wants to do, not being forced. He's studious. The main word for me lately with the 8 of Pentacles has been tenacious. I'm just calling it. I like words.
I like that tenacity. But the tenacity can also be causing the burden with that 10 of Pentacles as well, right? So, with that flexibility, it's saying apply that to yourself. Maintaining this in your role in the company, in the family, in the marriage, or whatever this is, maintaining that is taking away from the energy of what you're trying to create in a sense. So let's close this off with some words of advice from the Lover's Oracle. Please take it only as it resonates, you guys. I'm drawing randomly from the deck because I can't shuffle these heart cards. Embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. That's interesting to me because you could be heading towards a certain kind of partnership. We have Justice in Libra here. You might be creating something with another person. Let's get another one. Look inside yourself and examine what is causing you to feel this way. I also like that with that 10 of Wands. What is it? What is the burden that's preventing you from having that transformation and your new beginning? Look inside yourself and see where that burden lies. Okay, one more because I feel it. Okay.
I want to add. I want to add to that. That 8 of Pentacles really works well with that card.
Yeah, it really does, doesn't it? Okay. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. The 10 of Wands is beyond your control. It's too heavy. It's time to step out, dial back, and put the focus on what you're creating. All right, you guys, that's what I have for you. I hope this resonates with some of you. I hope it helps. If it does, let us know. Give us a thumbs up. If you know someone who could benefit from this message, because it is an important one, please feel free to share it with them.
I'm so grateful to have been here too, and also working with Jordan. What a great day.